This is an example of what Peter Collingwood called transpositions. Threads get physically moved around, and in this case I twisted groups of threads around for an effect. This is how it works. I started with a warp in 3 different colors. Called them colors A, B, and C. And I set up 4 loops in each color. 4 loops of A, 4 loops of B, C, B, C, B, and A. To get the pattern happening, the secret is that I create tabs. Each color group of threads is a tab. You've already learned everything you need to know to make these tabs. The secret is the edge stitches. At the right edge of the cloth, you make a special stitch. That is, pick up 2, put 1 down. And at the left edge, you make a different special stitch. Pick up 1, put 2 down. That's the left edge stitch. What you're now going to do is that special edge stitch on each side of each color group. So you do a pick up 2, put 1 down at the right side of each tab, and a pick up 1, put 2 down at the left side of each tab. Each group of threads is going to have a right edge and a left edge. There's a right edge and a left edge, a right edge and a left edge, and so on all the way across. Let me walk you through this. It's really not all that complicated. Each color group of threads is going to have its own right edge and left edge. What does that mean? Let me show you. Starting on a braiding row, I work a right edge stitch, pick up 2, put 1 down, a plain stitch, 1 up, 1 down, and then a left edge stitch, pick up 1, put 2 down. With the blue threads, I work a right edge stitch, pick up 2, put 1 down, a plain stitch, pick up 1, put 1 down, and a left edge stitch, pick up 1, put 2 down. Each color group of threads has its own right edge, pick up 2, put 1 down, plain stitch, and then a left edge stitch. I work a right edge stitch, 1 plain, and a left edge stitch. I work a right edge stitch, 1 plain stitch, keep the threads in order, and not a plain stitch there, we need a left edge stitch there to make the color separation happen. Pick up 2, put 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, and then 1 up, 2 down. Right edge stitch, 1 plain, then a left edge stitch. So let's see what we've got here. Each color group is separated a little bit from the next color. Push down to the other side. Now I'm going to work a follow-up row, and that space between the colors is going to be even more pronounced. This is an overplate or follow-up row. Threads always have a partner with the same color. So we have a blue with a blue, blue with a blue, blue with a blue. Yes. And here are the pinks. You want to keep those edge threads in order. Make sure that you take the threads in order, and if you look up the previous row, it'll tell you what the order was. Here, let's see which blue comes first. That one goes first. And then at the end, which one goes first? This one here comes first. There we go. All right, quick to the end. Let's speed this up. Get to the end of the row. Each stitch has a partner of his own color. There we go. All right, that's the follow-up row. Looking up here to see what we've got, each group of threads has got its own little tab. And notice how the cloth wants to roll around this direction. So we're going to twist the groups of threads in that same direction. I'm going to start with the green. The green doesn't get a twist, but I'm going to twist the blue threads over. This last green thread is going to partner with a blue thread. I'm going to twist these blue threads around this way. Which blue thread will I use to cross with that green thread? It's this last thread. It used to be a front thread, and after I turn it over, it'll be a back thread. This first front thread is going to be the first back thread. So that's the one that's going to partner with the green. And then I work up, down, pick up, put down, trying to keep the threads in order. And now here we have a 2-colored stitch, sealing the blue into their new twisted position. And we work across the pinks, pinks, pinks. And now, once again, the blues, we want to flip them over. When we turn them over, then this last front thread is going to be the first back thread. So I'm going to take this last front thread, partner him with the pink, and then I do the stitches. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And now this last blue thread is going to anchor with the first pink thread. There we go. And now I'm going to do that twist one more time. So now we know that this last front thread is going to be the back thread. It partners with that pink. And I flip those blues all the way over. And now I'm working the stitches blue with blue, blue with blue. And this last blue, I'm going to anchor the twist with the green. Up, down, up, down, up, down. And there's my left edge stitch. You can see how the groups of blue threads are twisted and held in place. That was a plait row or a braiding row, and it's followed by an overplait or follow-up row. I'm going to pick up threads, pick up one, put one down, work plain stitches all the way across, and on this row once again we have same color of threads in each stitch. We have greens meeting with greens and blues meeting with blues. Let's speed this up because you know how to do this. It's a row of plain stitches, the follow-up row. Work one up, one down all the way across. And here at the end we finish up with a pick one up, put one down. All right, that was the follow-up row. The next row is a braiding row, a plait row. Now the way I've been working this is I have the blues twist around and then I have the pink threads twist around. So now it's time to have the pinks twist around. I don't need to have a separation between the blue and green. Those can stay connected. I do need to make spaces around the pinks, however, and there will be no slit where the blues and greens meet. So this is how it goes. It's a braiding row, a plait row, so I start by picking up two, put one down. Pick up one, put one down. I've got a two-color stitch where the blue and green meet, and then pick up one, put one down to the far edge of the blue section, and here I make a left edge stitch, pick up one, put two down. With the pink section I begin creating tabs. I work a right edge stitch, one plain, and a left edge stitch. Pick up two, put one down for the right edge, one up, one down, one up, two down for the left edge stitch. Right edge stitch, one plain, and a left edge stitch. And those are my tabs. So now I work the rest of the row all as one piece of cloth. I start with a right edge stitch, I pick up two, put one down, and then I'm going to work plain stitches. One up, one down, one up, one down. At the color change, we've got a two-color stitch, a green and a blue, and then one up, one down, one up, one down, all the way across, and we have a left edge stitch at the left edge of the cloth because it was a plait or braiding row. And let's see what we've got. Yes, we've got separation happening around the groups of pink threads. We just finished a plait row, so now we need to do an overplait row. After the braiding row is the follow-up row. Pick up one, put one down all the way across. Be careful to make sure at the edge stitches that you keep the threads in order. Pick up, put down, pick up, put down. Spread the threads out and look up above to make sure that you always get the correct next thread. Pick up and put down, pick up and put down. Those edge stitches in the middle of the row, yeah, they're kind of tricky, but I think you can do it. Just spread the threads out, have a look up above, and you'll see which is the correct next thread. There we go, up and down, up and down. And the last right edge stitch, that's not right, that's the right one. There we go. No, that's not right either. That's correct. I seem to have a lot of twisting of threads here. That's not right either. Let's see, that's a good thread. Pick up and put down, make sure you have the correct next thread. And the end here, let's see, that one comes first and then that one. There we go. That is the overplait, the follow-up row. If I spread the cloth sideways and see that we've got these tabs and we've got spaces around each of the groups of pink thread. Now the row where we make the twists. This is a braiding row, a plait row. We start with pick up two, put one down. We work plain stitches, pick one up, put one down. And we work over to this place right here where this blue front thread needs to connect with a pink back thread. Now we've already decided that it's this far pink front thread. When we turn it over, this front thread is going to be the back thread. The blue front thread needs a pink back thread. We pick up, put down. And then we're going to twist those pinks over this way so that now we can do the pick up, put down across the pinks. The last pink thread is going to connect with the very first blue thread, and I work up, down, up, down, up, down across the blue zone. The last blue thread is a front blue thread, and it's going to connect with this far front pink thread, because when I turn those pinks around, that one is going to be a back thread. That's the thread that will be the back thread to connect with the front blue thread right there. Then I turn the pink threads around like that, and I pick up the back thread, put a front one down, pick up, put down, pick up, put down. And now this last pink thread is going to connect with the blues, up, down, and I work to the end of the row. Pick up, put down, all the way across. Pick up, put down, up, down, up, down. And the last stitch will be a left edge stitch, pick up one, put two down. There we go. And that's the way you can put twists into your cloth. It's called transpositions. For more information, you might check out this tutorial, downloadable PDF, this one and many, many more on my website, spranglady.com.